Hey everybody, it's Kathy. How are you tonight? I decided to come to you live and we are going to go over a 101 class tonight. And I'm just going to do it live here. I do have my notes, so you'll see me looking down. But I thought it was important to just show you the kit and the information about the kit here. And you can certainly ask questions. If you scroll down to the bottom under the comments, you can post comments and I can see them live and answer them for you while we're here. Also, after the webinar is over here, or the Facebook live feed is over, it will also show me that you have questions so I can go back and answer them at another time. So I hope that you find this really helpful. And please feel free to ask any questions that you might have. I want to tell you a little bit about who I am if you're not familiar with me. My name is Kathy Wildschutz, and I'm here in Ocean Springs, Mississippi right now. We actually travel quite a bit, so we are in the South, the deep South right now. And I've been with Young Living a few years. I've been doing oils a really long time and came across Young Living and just didn't want the oils. Isn't that crazy? I wanted the diffuser, and I love the diffuser. It was so easy to use, and I'm going to show you that tonight. And got the oils and immediately fell in love and threw away everything else I was using because these oils were working. And the other oils that I was using were kind of intermittent, which is why I never really got into oils deeply. And so once I found them, I felt just overcome that I really needed to share these with everyone. And so that's what I do now. On top of being a mom and a wife, this does keep me busy too. So we wanted to talk about just the basics. If you've never used oils before and you're just getting started, that's what this class is. It's really just a basics class. If you have your kit and maybe it's been sitting in the cabinet and you're not sure what to do with it, this is the class for you as well, because my goal is to help you pull those oils out and use them. If there's a specific oil that you have not used yet, feel free to comment below. So I can make sure to spend some time on that oil for you. And also, if you have questions about it while I'm talking, please make sure that you let me know so that I can help you. My goal here is truly just to educate and to help you with what you've already invested in. If you already have the kit, then I absolutely just want to help you use it. And if you're new to Young Living, then welcome, and I can't wait to share with you what we have to offer. So we're going to get started tonight just talking about what are essential oils. And so I have a little statement here, like a little definition, that essential oils are volatile liquids and aromatic compounds that are distilled or pressed from plants. They've been used for thousands of years, okay? We're talking, they're all over the Bible. They're all over many, many books. They've been found in the pyramids and the tombs in the pyramids. I mean, they've been used all over the world. And they've been used for cosmetic purposes. They've been used for spiritual purposes, and they've been used emotionally. So they are just well-rounded products that you can use for so many different things. They are extracted through steam distillation, and they can also be done through cold pressing. Oh, hey, Scarlett. I love you too. Mwah, I love you. And so the cold pressed is mostly going to be your citruses are cold pressed, and they're the purest. They're pure. Okay, from Young Living, we're talking completely pure. And what you have in your hands is really, really special. They're really, really amazing. A couple of things to know about essential oils is they quickly penetrate the skin and get right into the tissues inside of your body. And it really goes down to some science. I'll try not to get too deep on the science, but when you put it on your skin, it's an oil, and there's oil inside your body. And so They just attract each other. And so the oil goes right through your skin and right into your body. They do contain some of the most powerful antioxidants. And if you don't know what antioxidants are, please write down that word. Go look it up for yourself. Antioxidants are amazing to your body, and they help clear your body of free radicals, which are the things you don't want in your body. And so they're very, very helpful. They contain many constituents, and every oil has a different range of constituents. Again, what is a constituent? That's the pieces and parts that actually make the oil work. And they have lots of different words for them, and they're very long and very complex, and I will mention a few tonight. You may not be able to write them down because you're wondering how to spell them, but I can certainly get in contact with you and help you with that, okay? And they have the ability to pass the blood-brain barrier, which is a phenomenal thing and not something that that most products can do. And so that is something that makes essential oils extremely, extremely special. So we're going to move on. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below, and I'm happy to answer as we go along. All right. Let me tell you a little bit about Young Living. We have been in business for over 20 years, and we have a goal or a mission to be in every house in the world. We want to be everywhere, and the reason why is we believe that everything that we need comes from plants, and so we believe that these should be used in our homes and on our families, and they're safe and they're effective. And so we really believe in our oils. We have farms all over the world. We also have offices around the world. I have been to our farm in Mona, Utah, where a lot of lavender is grown, and golden yarrow is grown there as well. I'm trying to think, there's one other plant. I can't think of the name of it. But Mona, Utah is amazing. I actually got to run through the lavender fields and do a race there, which was just amazing. I really don't have another word for it. And if I say amazing 10 more times, I think we're going to have to make a game of it. I love the farm. I loved everything about it. But the number one thing that really stood out to me at the farm was when we were walking around into the distillery area where they actually had the big vats that are distilling while we're standing there. There was this huge sign on the wall in there and in several places, but it said quality, quality, quality. And that absolutely describes Young Living. It's all about the quality. We don't take any risks with any of the plants. And we make sure that our process, which is called the seed to seal process, is outstanding, okay? And that is what sets us apart. We own our own farms. There really is, we have our own plants. We know where the plants came from. We look at the property that we use for farming. The farmland that we use has to be 50 years free of anything ever being used in the soil. I mean, how much more effective to bringing you clean plants can you get? On top of that, we have botanists on staff to make sure we have the right species of plant. And then when we put it in the ground and we cultivate that ground and we help raise up that plant, we hand weed everything. They're out there watering the plants. And then when we pick that plant, it's at the appropriate time or the appropriate way for that plant. Every plant and tree has to be harvested in a different way. And the benefits are the constituents. If we don't harvest it the right way, you don't get the same amount of constituents out of it. Remember, the constituents are the little pieces and parts that actually make the oil work. Once we've harvested it, then we distill it. And the distilling process is special for each plant as well. Our lavender, for example, is distilled for 2 hours. If you ask around in the marketplace, most lavenders are distilled 15 minutes. The constituents change at that 2-hour mark. Something very special happens and the constituents just come out. So that is why our lavender works every time. So that gives you an idea. Once we distill our oils, then we put it through a testing process internally and externally. We have a third party that tests it as well. And if the constituents don't come out at the level that we want and that we want in our plants, then we actually will throw the batch away. We will not sell it. And that goes to our integrity. We will not share any oils with you that have not gone through this process. And when we release them to you, they have been tested. We do know the constituents are there at the right levels. We seal it and we barcode it. And that's how you know when they come from Young Living that they are 100% pure. We don't add anything to it. We don't put anything synthetic in it. They are all pure essential oils. So that is our seed to seal process. And that sets us apart in such a big way. So it's a beautiful process. And I got to see that while I was in Mona, Utah. And I think it's beautiful. There are 3 ways to use essential oils. The first way is aromatically. I told you when I joined Young Living, I did it because I wanted the diffuser. And so I brought the diffuser in here with me. I'm going to go ahead and turn this down just a little bit so you can see, hopefully. So this is my diffuser. It's called the Home Diffuser. And this is the one right out of my kid's bedroom. So if you see the notch taken out, it's taken a few hits, okay? I have kids. But you just take the lid off and you'll see inside there's a plate at the bottom, which actually does the vibrating and whatnot to get the oils to release. And then you'll see this line right down here. That line is where you will put, oh, hey, Kim. Yes, you're here and you love your diffuser. I love my diffuser too. I know, it's amazing. So you fill it with water. Now, there's a lot of discussion about what kind of water. Frankly, I'm a mom. I don't have time to get distilled water all the time. I use water out of my refrigerator. I know, it's cold. It's already been filtered. So for me, that does it. Now, will it change the color of my diffuser? Maybe over time, but look how clean this is, and I've had this one forever. It's just up to you on what you use. You can use distilled water, and that's perfectly fine. And maybe it would be cleaner, but anyway, okay? So you do what you need to do. No, there's no judgment here, right? No judgment. So you're gonna fill it up with water to that line, and then it's as simple as putting 6 drops of oil in. That's it. And I'll show you how to do that. You can add the 6 drops right in. You put the lid back on, set it where you're gonna set it. Oh, I can't get it back in there. Set it where you're gonna set it, plug it in, and push the button, and it comes right on and starts diffusing. So very, very easy to use. A lot of people are like, I don't know how to use that. It's very scary. Don't let it scare you. It's so simple, which is why I love this one. I love it. So that's our diffuser, and that's one way to get the oils into your system. Aromatically, there's a lot of ways that you can do it. If you're in your car, we do have other diffusers that you can purchase, but you can also use a clothespin. Put the clothespin in your air vent, put a drop or 2 directly onto the clothespin, and let that come through. So you can do that as well. You can also, sorry, my phone is giving me a little bit of problem here on the tripod. You can also put a drop or 2 in your palms and rub them together, and then take a deep breath. And you can do it a couple of times to really get the full effect of the oil. These are all great ways to get them aromatically. And a lot of people think, well, putting them on topically because I'm putting so much on will be better. Not necessarily, especially when you're dealing with the emotional centers of the brain. The limbic system is right here in the front of your brain. The only way to get to the limbic system to make an actual change to it is through your nose. So by inhaling, you're getting directly to your limbic system. So if you want some emotional changes to be taking place, use your oils aromatically. Put them on your hands, get a diffuser, set it next to you. Those are great ways to start changing your limbic system and helping your limbic system to heal. You can also, do you all remember the movie Crocodile Dundee where he takes like the drug and it's powdered and he puts it in the hot water and lets the guy like put his head over it and and puts the towel over his head. And he's like, just take some deep breaths. Do you remember that movie, or is it just me? I don't know. I love that movie. But I always think of that when I read this, and it says, just put a few drops in a bowl of hot water and put your head in the bowl and put a towel over it. It immediately creates a tent where you're getting that steam and getting it into your system. So it is effective. Oh, good, Kim, I'm not alone. Oh, yes, I loved Crocodile Dundee. And it is funny to think of. Now, Kim, whenever you think about doing that, you're going to think about Crocodile Dundee. But you can use it, use these anytime you want, aromatically, whether you're, having it next to you or in the car or whatnot. Topically is the next way that you can use the oil, and that's actually where you take a drop of oil and you mix it with a carrier oil. And a lot of people have no idea what a carrier oil is. They think I'm talking about some virus or something, and I am not, okay? We call it a carrier oil, which is kind of weird, but what it is it's basically something to dilute it. Remember I said that we actually take our lavender and we diffuse it for 2 hours, and we put all of that power into one little bottle. Well, it's very, very powerful. And so what you want to do is dilute it if you're going to put it on your skin, because it can irritate your skin for sure. I do that when I have allergies. Yes. All right, Scarlett. Now, Scarlett, have you seen Crocodile Dundee? Do you know what I'm talking about? Maybe it's just me. But you want to dilute it. So you can use a good coconut oil. You can use olive oil. You can use vegetable oil. Listen, whatever you have in your house will work just fine. We use coconut oil because it absorbs quickly. It's good for your skin. Not your face necessarily. I wouldn't use it as much on my face. But coconut oil is great for your skin. It's great for quick absorption, and it doesn't leave like a greasy feel to it. So it's a nice oil to use for moisturizing and whatnot. Olive oil is fantastic. Olive oil is going to sit on your skin longer, so it's going to be a little greasy for a little while, but it is still a very good oil to use. And when I talk about diffuse, oh my gosh, there's lots of D words, diluting. When I'm talking about diluting, I'm talking about trying to keep it simple. 1 teaspoon to 1 drop of essential oil. 1 teaspoon of olive oil, coconut oil, jojoba oil, avocado oil, pick your oil, to 1 drop of whatever essential oil that we're talking about. Start there. You can always add another drop of essential oil, but you want to start at a very low dilution rate. And then once you've gotten used to that, then you can up it. Also, try it on your skin, right? Try it. Don't rub it all over you, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm having a reaction. I've never heard of something happening like that, but you just don't want to put it on, right? Okay, is this common sense? We're using common sense, right? I shouldn't have to go into this, I hope. But you can put, a couple of drops or a drop, dilute it down and rub it on the area. The great thing about this is that you are applying it directly to what is going on. If I know that my tummy needs some support, my digestive system, I'm going to rub it on my tummy. If I know that my shoulder needs support, I'm going to rub it on my shoulder. It's localized support. It's going right through the skin, into the muscles and the bone and everything else that's right there. And it's going to support what you're trying to support locally instead of diffusing and it's going throughout your whole body and finding its way there. Okay. So that's a great thing about topical. The 2 things that I do want to let you know is for aromatic and topical, 2 good reasons why you want to do it this way is it bypasses the digestive system. Did you know that when your body is under stress, the digestive system is also under stress? That makes sense, right? We're all connected. Our body is one unit. And when we are stressed out, all of our body is stressed out. And if we are using just our digestive system to swallow pills or put things in, food included, the absorption rate is going to be far different than if our body is not under stress, is not feeling that. So these are great ways to get the oils into our system without having to put it in our mouth. We can get it right to where we want it. and it gets all over our body and into our bloodstream. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. That's the two ways. So aromatic is the first, topical is the second, and the third way is internal. Internal is ingesting them. Now that could be in water, it could be in food, it could be in a capsule. You could do it that way as well. Another great way to get your oils in your body is through the supplements that we offer. That's something, I know it's like a different area. Everybody thinks it's two different things, but what I have found is that the supplements already have the essential oils in them. So it's already like perfectly formulated, has the right amounts, and is the right things together so that when you take them, they work. Okay, so our supplements are different, and that's one way that we are different, is that we use essential oils in our supplements. So the Ningxia Red drink that I drink every day has essential oils built into it. So I'm getting those even though I'm not adding a drop or, what have you. Okay, so you can definitely do them internally. These are only, I'm talking about Young Living essential oils. Our oils, we do have a Vitality line, and they are specifically specifically labeled for supplements, and you can take them internally. If you were to go to the store tomorrow and look for essential oils on the marketplace, wherever you are, all of them will say, not for ingestion, avoid internal use. Okay, something's in them. There's something in them, a synthetic, or there's something in them that you don't want to put it in your body. And if you're not going to put it in your body, why would you want to put it on your body? Because if you put it on your body, it's going into your body, just through your skin, the biggest organ of your body. So use Young Living. If you're going to use oils, please use them the right way. I am happy to help you with your oils. Okay, so that is how we use them, the 3 different ways. So I wanted to tell you about peppermint first, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the kit that we offer. This is the kit that we have. It comes in this beautiful box. These are the lavender fields in Mona that I went to last year, and they pop out just like I'm opening them up right now. They have this gorgeous tab on them in a beautiful box, and they come just like this. And on this side is some paperwork and things, but on this side is your oils, and they actually come out. Okay, so there's more stuff in the bottom, which I'll show you in just a few minutes. But I'm going to focus on these oils right here. These are the oils that come right in your box. And so the first one I want to talk about is peppermint. Peppermint is wonderful. I'm going to say that about all of them. Can I just have a disclaimer? I don't know if I just want you to know. I'm going to say that about every single one because I love every single one. All right. So peppermint is great. You can use it for diffusing. So you could take big inhalations of it. It's great for stimulating and energizing when you want to focus or when concentration is required. Great one for homework or studying or things like that. You can drop or roll onto the back of the neck for a cooling effect. Now, I actually roll it right here along my shoulders. A lot of you know me, and some of you do not, but I am a runner. I actually just completed my first triathlon in May, and I use the peppermint on the backs here, and then I also use it on the inner part of my arm. The inner part of my forearm. These areas are very sensitive on your skin, and this is a great way to get it into your system. Now remember, I'm saying diluted, okay? When we're talking about putting it on my body, I am saying we're going to dilute it. So yes, I take my peppermint, and yes, it's a lifesaver. I know, Scarlett, I love peppermint, I'm telling you. And it's not sweet peppermint, it's real peppermint. If I picked a leaf off of a peppermint plant and rolled it in my hand, that's exactly what I would smell. Same thing. So I would put this on for running or exercising on the back. I also have been known to put it right under my nose, right here. Diluted, okay? But I put it right here. It just helps me feel like I'm breathing better. Like it opens my lungs up and I can take in the world and breathe, okay? So peppermint is great for exercise. and that cooling effect. Even yard work, if you're doing yard work or something strenuous, these are great places to put it on you so that you're not feeling, so heated. Let's see. We also do have peppermint in our satin facial scrub, so you can get that in one of our personal products. If you're using the Peppermint Vitality, which is going to be a white label with a green center here, the Peppermint Vitality is the peppermint, same product, but it's labeled for internal use. So if we're talking about Peppermint Vitality, you can actually put it right into a capsule and take it to support your digestive tract. You can make herbal teas. How many of you know, peppermint is good for your digestive tract. So anytime that we have digestive tract support that's needed, people talk about drinking peppermint tea. And so you can absolutely use your oil instead of buying a tea product. You can also substitute the peppermint oil for peppermint extract when you're baking. So the Peppermint Vitality, you can supplement that. When I make brownies, if I want to make peppermint brownies, I just put a couple drops, 2 drops in for like a whole mix. It tastes fabulous. It's really good. And if I want to spice up my shake in the morning, like I'm drinking a wellness shake, a protein shake, I love it in the chocolate. That's my favorite. I'm sorry, guys. I can't get comfortable on the seat. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to move a little bit. But if I put it on my protein shake, I would actually add it to the chocolate, and it tastes like those cookies. You know, the ones that the little girls sell and they go door to door. My little girl sells them in February-ish every year. They're very minty, okay, and chocolatey. But it tastes just like that if I put it in my chocolate protein shake. So you may want to try that. But I love peppermint. And I'll give you a quick tip. Are we ready? This is like a good question for everybody to know. Oh, look at the lighting. It keeps changing. It takes 1 pound of raw peppermint to make 1 15 milliliter bottle of peppermint oil. A whole pound of peppermint. So it actually gives off a lot of oil, but still a pound of peppermint is quite a bit. Also, just another quick tip. If you don't have a capsule, or let's say that you want to make your breath smell better, I have been known to just open the Peppermint Vitality bottle and just put a drop in my mouth. It is super strong. I'm not going to lie, but it works. Or you can take a toothpick and put it down the center of your bottle. There's a little hole in the center. A toothpick fits perfectly. Just put the toothpick. You know those people that chew on toothpicks? Perfect. Stick it in, put it in your mouth, and you're off and running. And it helps with your breath. So if you're in a sticky situation, peppermint. Okay, think about that. You can also put it in your water to cool your body from the inside out. So you can add a drop, or again, the toothpick thing, you can swirl it in your water and you can drink it that way. So I hope that helps. Some ideas for peppermint. If you haven't been using your peppermint a lot, grab it and start using it. Let's see what Kim says. Going to try that in my dark chocolate vegan shake. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I love peppermint. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. All right, let's talk about lavender. You know, it's getting to the end of the day. My kiddos should be winding down, although I hear them screaming and playing, and I'm sure they're jumping on the beds with Daddy right now playing. But this is lavender, one of my all-time favorites, and one of the most versatile. This is like the Swiss Army knife of oils. So if you need an oil, lavender, okay? If you don't know what else to use, lavender, okay? I feel like we should do some chanting or something. It's great for calming, right? We all know that a lot of sachets that women put into their drawers and lingerie drawers have lavender in them, or little pillows that people put next to their bed have lavender. It's the same thing. We're just using real lavender without any pesticides and any additives and any chemicals, okay? Pure lavender. So it's going to have a calming and a comforting scent. You can definitely unwind after a long day by adding some lavender to a bath. And the best way to do that is to add it to Epsom salts. If you've never used Epsom salts, you need to try them. They are filled with magnesium, which is fantastic for your body. You only need a handful. I just fill my hand with the Epsom salt, pour a couple of drops on there, mix it all together and dump it in the water. It's that simple. I know some people who have a jar of Epsom salt and then they pour the whole bottle in and let it just sit and simmer for weeks and weeks until they use it. However that works for you, whatever you want to do, it works both ways. I love a lavender bath and it is very calming for me and for my kids. So that's a good one to have. Definitely good to use before bedtime. My kiddos can rub it on their feet. They can spray it. We can make a little spray and spray it on their pillows. And in October, I will have a class called the Monster and Fairy Spray class, designed just for kids to come, adults can come too, and they get to make their own monster and fairy spray. And what is it? Lavender. Why? Because they want to spray their entire room and their entire bed and under their bed and in their closets and all around before they go to bed. And guess what? Lavender is going to support their calming at the end of the night. So parents, it's perfect. And if you would like to host a class for some friends of your children, I would be more than happy to do a class just for you and your friends, a little costume party or something. Totally fun, totally fun. All right, so you can do it that way. You can put it in your favorite shampoos or lotions and skincare products. We actually have an entire line of lavender products for hair and skin. Lavender body wash is my favorite by far. I love the smell of it and I love how it works. So you can use lavender in all of those ways. You can also add some lavender to a deodorant and use that for a lavender scent in your deodorant. If you want to use the Vitality, we're talking about when we want to use lavender internally. And so when we would want to use that internally, a couple ways that we could do it is you could add that to a capsule, put 2 drops of lemon Vitality, 2 drops of peppermint, and 2 drops of lavender, and you can take that, which will be very, very good for your body. You can also put just a drop under your tongue or in the inside of your cheek. You can certainly make lemonade. Lavender lemonade is wonderful, and you can definitely make that. You could add it to your tea or your water for a refreshing drink. Really anything that calls for a lavender flavor, you could add. Lavender cookies a lot of people make. It's great for a fairy party, lots of little lavender flowers and things. So those are good ideas. Another cute idea I have for kids is if you're going to a birthday party and you need to bring something, the dollar store usually carries these giant fake flowers. I think Michael's does. I'm sure a ton of places. But you get the fake flower and then you take your lavender and put a few drops of lavender on it, and you can present that to the person who's having a birthday. Kids go crazy for them. But just some cute ideas. But lavender is the Swiss Army knife. Pick it up and use it, okay? So that's about lavender. You can also use it in your wool dryer balls. I add it to my dryer balls. You can put it in your mascara. I put a drop in my mascara, and you can use it in your face and body creams. It's fantastic for your skin. And then you can create just about anything. Gifts are coming up for the holidays. Bath salts would be fantastic, and they're easy to make, and I can show you how to do that. Okay, so that's lavender. Let's talk lemon. The next oil in our kit, lemon. So lemon, we know, right? If I were to say, what can you use lemon for? You would probably say cleaning. Yes. Okay. Lemon is definitely a cleaner. This is one of our cold pressed oils because it is a citrus. And so you're going to get a fresh, uplifting scent right away when you smell lemon. It smells like lemon. You can use it directly on products for easily cleaning off that sticky residue. You know how you get something from the store and that sticker didn't come all the way off and it's gooey? You can use some products that have chemicals in them, or you can use just a drop or two of lemon and rub it right on, and that stickiness will come right off as well. You can also use it for laundry stains. You can add it to your laundry detergent to brighten your whites. You can also add it to a cloth to help with tarnished silver, and a jewelry cleaner. I mix this with our Thieves household cleaner and put it in a jar, and I clean my jewelry, and it comes out brilliant. It's really beautiful. It does include, lemon contains a naturally occurring constituent called limonene. And if you don't know what limonene is, look it up. It's very, very good for your body. Okay? If you want to use, and I use it with cleaning too. If I'm going to just do a quick clean and if I've run out of my household cleaner, which I don't anymore, but before I got the household cleaner, I would actually just take hot water, a little bit of white vinegar, and I would put a drop of the lemon in just to give it a nice scent to it and a nice cleaning agent. And so that's what I would use for cleaning. So you can definitely use that. If we want to talk about using the Lemon Vitality, that would be what we're going to take internally and put inside. You can absolutely put it in a capsule and take it a few times a day. You can add it to your drinking water. I always suggest when using lemon in your drinking water, do not use plastic, okay? It will eat right through it. Styrofoam, all of that. You want to stick with stainless steel or with glass, okay? And to add it to my water, I always recommend take the bottle, put 1 drop in the cup, swish it around, like turn the glass all around and let that oil coat the inside of that glass or bottle that you're going to be using. Then pour the water in. It allows that water and oil, you know, they don't collide, right? But it makes it so it's not sitting on top. It's actually within the water, and you'll actually see it kind of coming off the side and joining the water. And that makes it last longer too. So that's an easy way to use it. You can also definitely put it in your food, although be very sparing with it. If you're going to do a fish and you want to add some lemon, I would use a toothpick and like put it in and then put it in your food. 1 drop is going to be enough, okay, more than enough. So don't get crazy and be like, oh, I need 10 drops of lemon. One drop, okay? All you need. Any recipe that's calling for lemon zest or juice, you can definitely substitute the Lemon Vitality for that if you don't have any lemon in your house. Now listen, I'm an advocate of using fresh fruits and vegetables when you have them, but there are times the lemons are just not available in my house. So instead of running to the store, I can absolutely use my Lemon Vitality. You can also use it in cakes and pastries. You can add it to sugar cookies. A drop or 2 in 1 batch is plenty, and it will be a beautiful lemon cookie, okay? So very, very easy to use. Another did you know fact is that it takes 75 lemons to make 1 15 milliliter bottle of lemon. 75 lemons, yeah. All right, so that's lemon. If you have questions, please feel free to write them below. I am happy to answer them. We're going to move on to frankincense. You know, when I first got frankincense, I was not a big fan. It has a very woodsy smell to me, and so I was turned off by the smell. But the more that I kind of got used to it and started using it and playing with it, the more I fell in love, and it is one of my favorites today. The frankincense is really a nice emotional, spiritual oil. So if I go into a heavy prayer session, I'll just take the bottle and put 1 drop right on the top of my head and then just rub it in. I don't know. There we go. I got one. And I'll just rub it in, rub it all around in my hair. And then I'll take those hands and I'll just rub them together and take some deep breaths. So it's great for just meditating or praying. It's great for creativity. I've had several times that I have just been searching for an answer on something on a creative level, and I just couldn't get there, and used frankincense for something completely different. And all of a sudden I'm writing like notepads full of notes on just stuff that was coming out, like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And I had to go and create because it was just so powerful. So frankincense can be a really, really neat oil. You can definitely put it on your skin directly. You don't have to dilute frankincense necessarily, but you definitely can. You can also diffuse it, mix it with lemon is a beautiful mixture together. It gives you inner strength, it lifts your mood and inspires you. It can also help balance emotions, and it might even help your skin. Frankincense is known for skin properties, and so it will help with the appearance of healthy looking skin. It does come in a number of our products because it is so beautiful, and so you'll see that in a number of them. If you're going to use the Frankincense Vitality, which is the stuff that we want to use internally, you can absolutely take a few drops and put it into a capsule and take it. It does contain the naturally occurring constituent, the apopionine. And the key ingredient in Young Living's longevity supplement is frankincense, which protects the DHA levels. So it's a good one in our supplements too. It actually comes from the boswellia tree, and it's a resin that comes off, and then it gets transferred to an oil. So a couple of cool things there. That is frankincense, and I'm going to move on to the next oil. The next oil is Copaiba. This one, it's fun to say. Come on, Copaiba is pretty cool. And it smells so light. It's just a very light aroma. And so it comes from the Copaiba tree. So it's definitely its own oil. It is part of our roll-ons, part of our Stress Away and Deep Relief and Breathe Again. So it's found in a couple different ones. It's a great addition to skincare regimens. So it's good for your skin, but it can be calming and securing, grounding. And you can apply it topically or you can diffuse it. You can also put it into your bathtub after a strenuous workout is really good, but you can certainly add it for relaxation before or after in the bathtub. Same way, Epsom salts, put a couple drops in. You could even blend it with the lavender, put them together into the bath, and it would be lovely. It does have a pleasant taste as well, so you could definitely, if you want to take the Copaiba Vitality, you could take it internally. You could always add it to honey as well instead of putting it in a capsule. I didn't mention that before, but you can definitely do that and take it. It does have naturally occurring constituents, beta-caryophyllene and alpha-humulene. And so it's going to act as an amplifier oil for other oils. So like when you pair these two together, whatever oil you're pairing it with, it's going to amplify the effects of that, okay? So it's really good for lavender. It's going to be super calming and relaxing. So let's see. They have been using it in South America. It's a South American oil. They have notes back to the 16th century. So if you're not familiar with Copaiba, it's one that I find people don't really know much about. It's really, really good. Do some research on it, okay? Yes, I love my oils, Kim. And remember, Kim, the Vitality oils are exactly the same inside the bottle, but we needed to separate the ones that could be used topically versus the ones that could be taken internally. And so our Vitality line was born. So we just make that distinction so people know which one that we're talking about, but it's still the same. Digize is the next one. And when we talk about digize, we're talking about digestion, right? Does that make sense? So that will help you with the name of it. But digize is really nice. It's to help you wind down in the evening after dinner. You can diffuse it right next to you. Maybe you've gone out. Oh, sure, absolutely, Kim. Maybe you've gone out for a heavy meal and you just want some extra digestive support. This is really great in the diffuser, certainly rubbed onto your belly. They always recommend a circular motion with rubbing it on. The scent, to me, is a little bit strong. It has a lot of fennel in it and anise in it. And I don't know. Some people like it diffused in a car or something. It is not a scent for me. It's not my favorite scent, but it works for the digestive support. I actually recommend putting it on the bottom of your feet. So dilute it, put it on the bottom of your feet, and then put socks on. Okay, you won't scare anyone away. It's a pretty heavy oil, but it does work very well. And the fennel oil, if you look it up, it goes back to way ancient Egypt. I mean, it's all over the place. So fennel's very good for you, but sometimes the smell and I don't get along. The Digest Vitality is available as a supplement, taking it as internally. And so absolutely when you're traveling abroad, take your Digest. Put it in your water, take it in capsules, however you want to get it into you. You can certainly even put Digest and add peppermint to it. Digest is a blend and it does already have peppermint, but you could certainly pair those together and add more peppermint to it to help with the taste as well. So that's a really good one. And it's really the ideal complement if you are working with your digestive system and need some added support. You can use some supplements like Comfort Tone, Essential Zymes 4, and those also support your digestive system. So combined with the Digest, it would be a really nice complement. It does have tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. So it's a nice blend. And it has naturally occurring constituents of menthol, sirtol, and zingiberon. Doesn't that sound fun? So a lot of good constituents that are located in it. Thieves is the next oil that I want to talk about. Thieves is like the oil that got me into the Young Living mindset, because I had always bought oils, you know, lavender or peppermint or, you know, like just regular oils. And then I get into Young Living, they're like, thieves, thieves, thieves. I'm like, what is this thieves thing? What is this name? So let me explain. Thieves oil is a blend, and this blend dates back to, I don't know whenever the plague broke out in France. And this particular blend, and the reason why it has to do with the plague, I guess, is way back when, I guess these people were grave robbing, and nothing was happening. They were staying healthy. And so the king wanted to know why or how they were staying healthy. And so they went to him and told him that they had this oil all over them, you know, on their bandanas over their faces and on their hands to cover themselves. And so Thieves, the name, was born. That particular blend is the same blend that we use today. And this blend is really used for your immune system. Makes sense, right? If you're going to be protected from whatever's going on around you and keep your immune system strong, that this is the oil blend. So this oil is already blended for you. You don't have to buy all 7 oils. You just buy the one and it's comes together. So what a price saver, right? So this particular oil, you can use a myriad of different ways. I always, before school starts, I put it on the bottom of the kids' feet. I put it, and then they put socks on. If anything is just not feeling right, Thieves goes on. I certainly put it in my diffuser when they come home, because, you know, there's a lot of stuff in the air. And so Thieves has been absolutely shown in a study to decrease and practically eliminate the bacteria in the air in whatever room that you diffuse it in. So it's a very strong oil. You can definitely, you can definitely create an atmosphere with peace and security. Thieves has a very warm smell because it does have cinnamon and clove. And so you think about those as kind of more fall scents to it. So a lot of people feel more warm with it. You could certainly spice it up, add some tangerine or some orange. Nutmeg would be a good one. It's just a really nice oil that's very comforting. So very good to use. You can also use the Thieves Vitality internally, and I do use that quite a bit, especially if we're dealing with immune system support and we want to help their little immune system, especially my kids and myself as well. So I could take a drop, and it is very strong, but I can take a drop and put it right in the back of my throat. And I can put it in my water. I can put it in tea. I would just add it to a little bit of honey. My kids love Thieves tea is what we call it. It's hot water, a little bit of Thieves in honey, raw honey, local honey, and mixed together. That's all it is. and they love it. And I can add lemon vitality in that as well. But that's what I use for their immune system. The Thieves Vitality can also help your respiratory system because it does contain eucalyptus radiata. So when you take it as a dietary supplement, it may help with that as well. So you could even make a warm apple juice. So you could take warm apple juice, put in a drop of Thieves and some orange even, and that would make a great homemade cider. So lots of different, ideas on ways to use Thieves, but it's definitely a beautiful, beautiful blend that you can use. And the ingredients are clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus radiata, and rosemary. A nice one. The naturally occurring constituents to point out: limonene, eugenol, and eucalyptol. So good stuff to look up and research for yourself to see how it can help you. Also, the Thieves Cleaner is based on this oil. So you'll see that we have an entire line of products based on Thieves because of the power of Thieves. And so it's a great cleaner and degreaser. And so you can look at that as well if you're interested. Let's talk RC. RC, okay? RC stands for respiratory care. So we know that it's going to support our respiratory system. You could definitely put 1 drop in a dilution and put it right on your chest. You could put it on your neck, your throat, wherever you want to put it. But it's definitely going to support this whole area. You could definitely do the Crocodile Dundee thing again, put this into hot water, put the towel over your head and just soak in that steam. It's a really good one for that as well. You can rub it on your feet or on your chest before exercising, and I will tell you that I have done that as well. I do use RC when I'm running. I also use another blend called Breathe Again. It's really just a preference thing, but I love the way it feels, and I feel like it helps me. I feel like my time is improved when I'm running, when I'm using the oils on my chest. So it's just a personal preference. And then you can also diffuse this at bedtime for a really nice aroma. It really helps. I think I like the way it helps the kids. And so we do use that for a comforting aroma in the evening. This has eucalyptus globulus, myrtle, marjoram, pine, eucalyptus radiata, eucalyptus citriodora, lavender, cypress, black spruce, and peppermint. Really nice blend. So think about that. All of those oils coming together for one blend. And you don't have to buy them all separately. You just get the one blend and it's done for you. Beautiful. Panaway. Panaway. Panaway is the men's oil. Men tend to love this oil. This is the one that turns them from being skeptics into understanding that these oils really do work. This one is no exception. My husband is no exception. Panaway works right away, and that's how I describe it. Panaway is fantastic for your musculoskeletal system. Clearly, I use it a lot because I am a runner and did a triathlon recently, but certainly you can use it for anything that's going on with you. And what I do is just, a drop to a teaspoon, right, is the dilution ratio we talked about at the beginning. That would remain the same, and I rub it on. I do it before things happen. So at night, I do it on my calves so that I don't get Charlie horses. And I do feel like it helps my body, just stay healthy before I get an injury because I don't want to be injured. You can apply it topically, put it in a bath with some Epsom salt is great. I typically use it, topically. I've also had people that apply it to their temple or their neck and shoulders, for relaxation because it is muscular, so if you're feeling, kind of cranky, you could probably calm yourself down. You could also put it into a balm by just whipping some lotion, some oil in with it, and that would be lovely. But I use it at the gym. I keep it in the gym bag. It goes with me so that I have it at all times, but it has a really nice smell to it, and it works right away. So I love my Panaway. That's one you cannot get away from me at all. So that's a good one to have as well. Okay, and then in the kit, the last one that comes with, I guess there's 2 more that come with it. Let me talk about purification real quick. Purification is great for purifying your air, okay? Purifying anything. Can I just tell you that boys are stinky? What in the world? I mean, I know sometimes we all get stinky, but boys take it to a whole new level. And maybe it's just my boy, but I've heard from other people that it's theirs too. So I'm just going to say most boys got it going on. And this is an oil that you want in your house if you have boys around. So I use this for anything that's going on that becomes stinky, okay? So if I want to clean something off my couch that was stinky, I will add this to my thieves cleaner and I will clean my couch. Carpet, shoes. I can put it on a cotton ball and stick it in their little shoes and get that funk out. Yuck. In their gym bags, in their book bags, in their lunch bags. Why do these children's lunch bags smell? Yuck. Okay, I add it to all of that. If you want to, you can also put 2 drops on a wet cloth and put it in the dryer with laundry. If it's just to refresh, you know, if it's stale laundry, you can put it in that. You can add it to the bottom of your diaper pail or your trash receptacle. Or I use a spray. I just add this to some water and spray it over my trash can. You can diffuse it. Let's say somebody cooked bacon. That smell stays in the house all day. Diffuse some purification. Gone. Somebody put fish in your trash can or shrimp tails in your trash can or crawfish and forgot to take it out. It stinks. Put some purification in it. Use the spray. Spray it, get it out, okay? It'll get rid of the smell. Diffusing it's fantastic. You can add it to your Young Living soap, your shower gel, you could add it to Epsom salt and put it in a nice soaking bath. It is beautiful for that. I also use it for outdoor annoyances. So I make a spray that's safe for babies and kids alike and adults too. And it keeps those annoyances away from me, right? I also use it after the annoyance has gotten to us. Neil got into something outside and I put it on his skin and it's so soothing to their little skin. And my skin too. I love purification on my skin. But I definitely make a lot of sprays out of purification because it's clean, it's easy, it smells great, the kids like it, and it's safe. But it also keeps away those things that we don't want to get to them. You can also make a foot massage or a hand massage or a body massage. You can even just rub it on anytime. So purification is a really, really wide range. It's a blend, so it's got several things in it, including citronella, which has absolutely been shown to keep mosquitoes away without the use of harmful chemicals. But it's also got lemongrass in it, which is really beautiful. It has rosemary, lavender, melaleuca, and myrtle in it. So it's a really nice blend. I like it. It's a very calming blend to me. So purification, one to have. All right. So that's the main 10 that you get in the kit. And in the kit, remember I was showing you this beautiful box that it comes in. Underneath those oils that I pulled out is another layer. You take this out, voila, look at that. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about these. The first one is Stress Away. And Stress Away is a beautiful, beautiful blend that reminds me of a margarita. Okay, are you and I talking? Go ahead, sniff it. Yeah. It's a margarita in a bottle, people. Okay, so I can tell you that it smells great. I put it on whenever I'm stressed to keep the stress away or to lower it. I'll put it in even my diffuser necklace if I'm going somewhere and I need something to just calm me down. This is really nice. It has a nice blend of lime and vanilla that's in it, along with some other essential oils like copaiba, cedarwood, acote, and lavender is in it as well. So it's a really, really nice light smell, but it is really nice. It does, it can also help you with reducing your mental rigidity and restore equilibrium. This type A does not need anyone to change my mental rigidity, okay? But in case you do, it will help you. No wonder why I go through so much. I've not read that way before. But it can help with relaxation and some nervous tension that you may get from time to time. But it's really, really a beautiful blend. Nice to have. And has some really nice constituents such as Cedrol and Eugenol. So good blend. That comes with it. You get a roller ball with it too. And because this is already kind of diluted with the vanilla that's in it, because that's not an oil, you get a roller ball and you can just put that little roller ball right on top of this bottle and just use it right away. So it comes with that, which is really nice. That comes in the kit with it. And a nice addition to your purse. It's just a small bottle. The other thing that comes in your kit is going to be the Ningxia Red. You get 2 packets of this, and I was talking about this a little bit at the beginning. The Ningxia Red is a great supplement that already contains oils, and it's a good one to take every day. It has a ton of antioxidants in it and a ton of beta-carotene. Wow. The screen has started skipping a lot. I hope it's not me that's skipping. Bye, Kim. I'll see you later. Come back to it later. You can watch the rest. So you can get, in this particular one, you're going to get some orange oil, yuzu oil, lemon oil, and tangerine oil, not to mention all of the vitamins and antioxidants that are in this. I drink it every day, and I will tell you that I don't notice a difference day to day unless I don't take it. If I don't take it, okay, I don't know why. It absolutely works. It must be all the antioxidants and the vitamins that are in it. But it's a really, really good drink, and it does keep me healthy, and that's one of the ways that I keep my energy levels up is with the Ningxia Red. You also get a pack of 10 samples, and they look like this. They have 4 drops in each of them about. And there are some nice ones in here. You get lavender, you get peace and calming, you get thieves, you get lemon, you get another one. Did I say frankincense? I don't think you get frankincense. Purification. But you get 10 total, and this is for you to either carry in your purse, so you've got them with you and they're small and they're not heavy, or you can share them with a friend. You also get some bottles that you can open up your bottle and share with someone, or just carry smaller bottles with you. And you get some cards that talk to you about what each of the oils are with some information on them. So that is what comes in the kit that we offer to get started, the basic kit. And the reason why we call it the basic, premium starter kit is that these are the oils I use every day. It doesn't matter how many oils I have in my house. I use these every day. I use several of them every day. And so it's a really, really nice way to get started. It's a really, really good price point. The kit, if you were to buy all of these little oils separately, it's over $300. So when you buy the kit, it's $160. I mean, great value. That's half off. Not to mention that when you do get the kit, then you end up getting 24% off anything else that you want for as long as you like to keep your account active. So it's a really nice kit. And everything comes with it. The diffuser comes with it. The 11 oils that we talked about comes with it. And all of these little samples that I was telling you about. And this month, they're actually doing something really nice, and they're including cedarwood. And cedarwood is another oil that is very nice and very calming, really good for evening. You can mix it with the lavender, and it's just a really calming oil. So you get 12 oils this month, which is just, it's just a really great deal. And if that's for you, that's great. You know that I would love to help you if you need some help with that. And everybody is different. So you have to decide what works best for you. But these are just some ideas I hope that I've been able to give you tonight to get started. And if you're ready to get started and you want some information, would you message me, and I can help you through how to do that, okay? Also, there's Essential Rewards that... Hey, Lynn, thanks for joining. Oh, I love my oils too. And yes, I wish I would have known about them when I started oils a long time ago. Oh my gosh. So that's a little bit about the basics of how to use the oils. And I'm here to help. If you have questions, please get in touch with me. I am here to help. My job is to educate you on the oils, and that's really what I want to do, is just help educate, because I believe that if you know how to use them, then you'll have them in your home. So reach out to me, private message me if you have any questions. And I do have a single voucher for $20 that I earned to give to someone else. I earned it last month. And so if you are interested in getting started and you feel like today is the right time for you, $160 is a really good deal to begin with, but certainly who doesn't like, extra money off? So I do have a single $20 voucher that can be yours. Just private message me and we can talk about it, and I can help you get started. Okay? So welcome to Young Living, or if you learn something new about one of the oils that you already have, congratulations. This is all about learning. You can't learn about your oils in one day. There's so much to them. I'm still learning. I learn something every day. So don't get, like I have to know everything right now. It's really impossible. A lot of these oils overlap and do some of the same things, but then they do different things. So there is a lot to learn. But if you just pick up an oil and use it for the day. Frankincense. Use it for the day tomorrow and let us know how you liked it. And just get more familiar with it and play with it. Look for it up online. Google it. Look it up. See what you can use it for. This is how you learn. You just start looking up information and getting more familiar with it and asking questions. So I hope you have a great night. I hope I didn't keep you too long. And wherever you are, I hope you have a wonderful evening. I know after using these oils and opening and smelling them all tonight, I'm going to go and fall asleep. So have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.